So now we are going to do part B of this experiment, which is the determining of percent of salt in an unknown solution. So for that we need to first of all ready the setup. So for that we would need 2 iron rings, as you can see, right? 2 iron rings, wire gauge. This wire gauge is actually resting on one of the iron ring. Then a 250 milliliter beaker, which is 2/3 full. Always use tap water, because I made here water bath in order to heat my salt solution. You don't have to use the DI water in that case. And then Bunsen burner. Now the wire gauge, it is about 1 to 2 inches above the top of the Bunsen burner, right? And the hottest part of the flame, which is the tip of the inner cone, is directly at the bottom of the beaker. Some of the things that we must keep in mind while dealing with the Bunsen burner or while working with the Bunsen burner. First of all, goggles. Safety goggles are a must. See, you are dealing with the hot water right now. So if it, let's say this beaker will tip over or something, some accident happens, so you're gonna protect your eyes. So safety goggles are must. If you have long hair, they need to be tied. And if you are wearing the loose clothes, so make sure the clothes should be comfortable but shouldn't be loose, and preferably cotton clothes. So you can see the water is heating in the water bath, and in the meantime I will take the mass of my evaporating dish, and then I will take the salt solution into it. Again I will wait, and then I'm gonna place that evaporating dish on the water bath. Until then the water will start boiling. So the mass of the evaporating dish, now I'm gonna pour out my unknown number 2, that's the salt solution, and into the 50 milliliter beaker up to the 10 milliliter mark approximately. So now you would also need the 10 milliliter measuring cylinder. You can note down these two things, the 50 milliliter beaker and 10 milliliter measuring cylinder, into the list of the materials used. So I'm gonna pour out now this salt solution, right? This is unknown salt solution, which I took it into 50 milliliter beaker, into the 10 milliliter measuring cylinder, about 5 to 6 milliliter. So you can note down the reading. So now I'm gonna add this salt solution, which was in the 10 milliliter measuring cylinder, into the evaporating dish. Now I will record the mass of both salt solution and the evaporating dish. Now the mass of evaporating dish and the salt solution. Now you are going to calculate the mass of solution by weighing by difference. So here you're going to write the mass of evaporating dish plus solution. On the previous page we had the mass of evaporating dish, and based on that you would calculate the mass of solution. So now I place the evaporating dish with the salt solution onto the water bath, and make sure there should be a gap between the beaker and the evaporating dish, right? And then so that the steam should come out as well. And you would continue to heat until you would see no liquid remaining on the solid salt. And you would make sure that the steam bar should not run out of the water. And if it is run out of the water and it goes too low, then you should consult your instructor. Okay, now you can see there is no water in the evaporating dish, right? So it took about 18 to 20 minutes to evaporate the water. Okay, so although the salt in the evaporating dish, it looks like it is dry, right? But then substantial amount of water is still trapped. So what I'm gonna do with the help of the crucible tongue, I'm gonna remove this evaporating dish slowly and carefully, right? And then I'm going to remove the Bunsen burner and I'm gonna set it aside. So now I adjusted actually the iron ring and the wire gauge, the distance from the Bunsen burner, the top of the Bunsen burner about 8 to 10 inches. So here is it, it's about 8 to 10 inches. Now I'm gonna place it again, the evaporating dish with the salt on it for about 2 minutes. So whatever the water, extra water is trapped within the salt, it should evaporate. Now it's already been 2 minutes, right? So I cut off the heat of the Bunsen burner, right? And you should always keep in mind that salt should not escape out from the evaporating dish. So as soon as you would see the salt is escaping out, immediately turn off the heat. Otherwise, you will never get the correct percentage of the salt in salt solution. So I will leave it basically the evaporating dish and let it sit here and for 10 minutes. Once it cool down, then I will again record the weight. Okay, so now basically this is now at room temperature, the dried salt and the evaporating dish. I'm gonna take the mass of both evaporating dish and the dried salt. So after recording the mass of the evaporating dish and salt, you can calculate the mass of the salt by the weighing by difference method, and then you can use this formula in order to calculate the percent of salt in the solution. So mass of salt divided by total mass of solution. Mass of salt you can get it from here. Solution you can get it from here, and you can show the calculations here. Again, this page will not be graded, but these calculations, they are it's for you to write basically if in case you made some mistakes, so you can go back and check and trace your mistake.